What's going on, everyone? Got this unit here that has check engine lights and DPF lights, everything on, hooked up to it, and we have every code in the book for the after treatment. So we have our NOx outlet sensor, DPF, temp module, particulate sensor, like all our after treatment codes on this thing. So that's leading me to believe we have a failed power or ground circuit that's providing the voltage to all these sensors, or we could also have a failed data link. So basically what I'm going to do is just grab any one of these sensors and perform the voltage and ground test on it. First thing though, I'm just going to go to our after treatment PDM and see if I got any blown fuses or anything. Okay, so this unit's an International HX, which on these chassis, the after treatment PDM is right here. Makes it nice and easy. So I'm going to open this up and see if I have any blown fuses. Alright, well, I tested all the voltage for those fuses. You got volts on both sides, so none of the fuses are bad. I'm going to go ahead and just grab power and ground and the data link off one of the sensors. So preferably the easiest one, so I'm just going to find which sensor is easiest to get to. Okay, the temp sensor module is right there. You can see that yellow connector hooked up to it. That seems to be a pretty decent one to get to. I'm just going to remove this shield here, then I'll be able to get right in there and pop that off and do some tests. Classic. These ones have nuts on the other end, and this one's stripped, so that's cool. Okay, got those out. Just these last two here. Okay, there we go. Now, got a nice clean shot to pull that connector off. But look what I found here. Those clamps are all rotted and split. Let's get a better look down below. Alright. Yeah, look at that. That sucks. So pretty much this whole system's gonna have to be dropped to fix that. Got to notify the customer about that. Hopefully we don't get the good old, well, it wasn't like that before I brought it here treatment, because that happens more often than not. Alright, got to be a little careful with these connectors. They don't break it. I'm just using the hook tool like this, coming in there and kind of prying out. As you can see, pull it out and the connector comes off. Sometimes you got to be a little more careful so it doesn't break. But now you're gonna have power, ground, and your CAN high and low circuits. So I'm gonna test to see what I have there and what I don't. Okay, so I have my CAN high low and I got a good ground. This is the power circuit here. I'm getting nothing on this. Oops. So our issue is power issue. Since our fuses are good, the problem is between the fuse and the circuit that powers the whole after treatment harness. So gotta find where that tees off and goes in, he supplies all these sensors. Now there's a spot on these HXs that I found bad before, so I'm gonna start there, which is by the PDM. Like right in here, I found this being an issue before. So I'm gonna pull that apart, pull that loom off and see if I can find anything corroded or rubbed through. Okay, as you can see, I just moved some wiring around, and sure enough, there we go. Bunch of green. So that's right in the exact same spot that the previous few of them were. So that's a nice fix. Repair that, the 15-cent butt connector, and the guy will be on his way. Oh yeah. Awesome. So what I've done is I grabbed the circuit right from that temp module sensor, repaired this wire, and you can see now we got our 12 volts back. So that's a successful repair. Right there. Alright, putting all this back together now. Just want to mention this. Do the next guy a favor. Use anti-seize on these bolts. They're really annoying when they seize and strip. So yeah, this stuff I find is the best. I've been using it for a while. And yeah, just do the next guy a favor.